Well, it's the end of the Dailyburn CEO challenge, and it's been an interesting ride. I've learned a lot. I've lost a total of 24.2 pounds over the course of the challenge, about 3 months, and maybe 4 months. It seems like it's been forever. And I've learned a lot. I've learned about myself, and I've learned a lot about dieting and health, and I've learned how to accept and to give support to others, and I really credit all of that to the Dailyburn site. It's interesting. I was looking at some of the things that I've done over this time period, and the kind of things I've done throughout my life to lose weight, and it starts with Richard Simmons. I thought love yourself and win would help. It's hard to love yourself when you're this heavy. It's very hard. Never Give Up, another Richard Simmons book. Again, the stories were people that didn't weigh 567 pounds for the most part. So it's challenging for me to relate to them. Back from the 70s, or yeah, it's got to be 70s, the Never Say Diet book, which is really pretty amazing. It's funny, and that's good. I love Richard Simmons. He's given his whole life to helping other people, and he makes me smile and not give up. Probably something that didn't work for me this time, but it's worked for me in the past, is Dr. Stillman's Quick Weight Loss, his 14-day shape-up program. It's Atkins, except eating only lean meat and no vegetables, no cheese. It's just like lean protein and water-based vegetables. And then so you feel what's called SNAT, semi-nauseous all the time, and you're never hungry because you're nauseous. But you still get the protein you need. It gets to the point where when you go off the diet, you go off bad. And so it's not healthy. A counselor recommended Binge No More. It's interesting learning about the personality traits. I haven't been able to be in the moment enough and to say, you know, this is what I can do to stop this trigger. So I did buy the Michael Thurmond 7-day weight loss or what have you. The diet is almost ridiculous for me to apply because you have to eat a very regimented schedule. But I did, through the course of this, listen to a lot of the SMART technique, and I don't know what SMART stands for, but it's hypnosis CDs, and they were, you know, $150, $180, something like that, and they really helped me fall asleep. But you know, it's interesting because one of the exercises is to picture yourself thin, and for me, who's been overweight all my adult life, I can't do that. I can picture myself at 350 pounds, and compared to now, it's pretty freaking amazing, but, you know, it's hard. Janine Roth, really good for eating disorder people, and, you know, they say I have a binge eating disorder of some sort, or something that triggers me to eat more than most people, but it's one that was hard for me, because I don't have an event in my life that I can look back that traumatic event caused me to do this. I've never found that. So a lot of those books are for people that do eat to compensate for that. There are a new generation of diet books that are coming out, both by Beck's. This one's by Judith Beck, Diet for Life, and it makes you carry around these little cards that remind you why you want to eat healthy. I actually transcribed a lot of that onto the iPhone, but it requires a lot of effort and energy that I don't have at 400 pounds. There's another one called The 4-Day Diet by Martha Beck, and I actually have that next to my bed. That's the one I'm reading now. All of those combined, and my willpower, didn't get me to go to the gym, maybe once or twice in this period. At my highest level of enthusiasm, and I look at that video when I was starting out and some of the early videos, and I see how enthusiastic I was. I never did make it to the gym, and I think that would have made a big difference, and so I've kind of learned the importance of exercise. You know, the 24 pounds I've lost over this is remarkable. I haven't lost weight at the end of any diet challenge, any diet program, you know, and kept it off at all. And since joining Dailyburn a year ago this month, I've lost 70 pounds, and I don't think I've ever, a year later, weighed less. Even with the gastric bypass surgery, it was a crapshoot. And what happened, and what I've learned, is that at that 400-pound mark, something happened, where my couldn't let myself get down to 399. It's been a struggle to stay above 390 or under 400, to stay in that area. It's been a huge struggle, and I don't know why. I don't know why. But I think my family and my friends and all the people at Dailyburn, like Angela, the one that lost the most weight, is remarkable. The time and energy she puts into helping others is great. My family was great. It was so neat to hear all the response to my first video and all the love and support. I've learned that willpower is not enough, but Dailyburn sure does help because it keeps me accountable. I keep their apps on my iPhone. The scanner is remarkable. The community is great, and it just feels good to share this. I consider this a win because I'm still less now than I was then, and that's the first time in my life that's happened. And I'm choosing not to focus on what I could have done and how great I could have done and how I could have lost 75 pounds in this period. If only I had done this or done that, because if only I had done that before, I would have lost weight a million times. But here I am, and I'm lighter now than I was before, and I have the tools and I have the support to keep going. I will work on whatever it is it takes to stay under this 400 mark. I will. I know it's a bigger problem that tracking food probably can solve, and tracking my food and my exercise really is the only difference than this weight loss and anything else. So I think the combination is going to be the blow that my psyche needs to stay thin, or stay thin. Look at that to me. That's that strength-based talking that I've never had before, because I do visualize myself healthy and skin, and for the first time, and I hope you can see this, I visualize myself alive, and that's remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable. So with a brightness of hope and enthusiasm, I give you my gratitude and my thanks for all the staff of Dailyburn and what they've created and what they do. I've made this video so many times I have to hit the submit button and turn it in because it's quite a journey. I almost had gallbladder surgery. A close friend of mine died very, very suddenly, and it was someone that was overweight all of her life and so limited by mobility. I have a picture of her in a wheelchair, you know, probably a month before she passed away, and she was in my office and I had no clue. And you picture someone in your life that maybe you're not the closest with, but you always kind of picture that they're going to be there somewhere in your life, that there's always going to be in the background if you need them, or if they need you, you'll have that bond, and they're not. And then you realize that could be me, and I say, what can I do to prevent that from happening, so that I'm not rushed to gallbladder surgery in the emergency room and have to risk the long procedure and the risky anesthesia. Then let me get some weight off, and let me enjoy the holidays, but let me do it in a way that's not going to destroy the success that I have. So thank you, Dailyburn. I love the little food scanner app, although I try not to eat a lot of stuff with barcodes. I'm thinking about printing out some barcodes for non-fat milk and my lunches that I can do. I don't know. I'm thinking out of the box here, but I look forward to the day when I can be under the weight range to get one of those cool scales that keeps me 100% accountable. So thank you, everyone. I do love you all, and I think my favorite part is I've been here for some people as well over the last period, and so please know that even if my life keeps me busy from being as active on the side as I would like to be, I'm still here. Feel free to drop me an email. Well, happy holidays to everyone, happy New Year, and I look forward to the next time you see me. Like they say at The Biggest Loser, I'm going to be, well, at least still under 400 pounds. So, happy holidays.